Hello my friends, welcome back. Leanna here. Today I am playing around with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. If you would like to see how this performs on my 56-year-old skin, then keep on watching. Alright y'all, let's get into it. My friend Maria over at Night Star Beauty here on YouTube sent me some friend mail. I'll link that video up in the iCard. She sent me this Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation in the shade 3N2 Wheat. Maria has been using this foundation, she said, for 23 years. Which is amazing because she only looks like she might be 25. But anyway, so I'm going to give this a go today and see how I like it. So I have already put on my, I do this all the time. I've already put on my, oh lotions, potions, and all of that good stuff to make sure that my face is very well hydrated. My eyebrows are looking a little crazy because I just tinted those and I'm trying to let them grow out. I will link that tint video up in the iCard. It's one of my earlier videos. The quality's not all that great, but the information is. I'm going to use my Too Faced Do You Fresh Glow Luminous Face Primer. I've really been enjoying this. I'm also going to use my Becca Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. I have really been enjoying this as well. As you can see, I have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles. I don't know that those are fine lines. They might be deep crevices under my eyes, and I really like how this Becca primer helps my foundation to sit under my eyes. There we go. So like I said, Maria got me the color 3N2 Wheat. She said that our complexions look similar. I like the frosted glass of the bottle. It does not have a pump, and so I think I will put one side on with my beauty blender and the other side with a brush. I'm not sure which brush I'll use, so I'm just going to pour a little bit of that. Oh, that's way too much. And then I'll just dot that around. And I'm going to start with my beauty blender, and as you can see, it's very liquidy. It's running on down my hand. It has a very unusual smell to it. I think that's a good color match for me. You did a good job, Maria. It might be just a little yellow, but I still think that's a good color. So I grabbed this brush, so we'll just go with this one, the Moda. Just gonna pick up what's left on the back of my hand. So there's the brush side and the sponge side. I might like the brush side better. I'm not positive because this side of my face seems to have more texture than this side, oddly enough. This is the side that is to the window when I'm driving, and you know, I went years and years without sunscreen, so I don't know if the brush has made it look smoother. I'm not sure. It does look to be a little bit more full coverage on the sponge side. I'm not sure. Just going to go over the side with the sponge. It feels light on the skin. Let me know in the comments what side looks better to you, brush or beauty blender. I'm undecided. They may both look the same. It doesn't seem to be settling, of course, in the wrinkles in my forehead, but everything I use settles there. And this brush worked well. It did not like soak up the foundation. So I'm going to grab some bronzer and blush and my setting powder, and we'll see how that works over top of the foundation. I'll be right back. Okay, so I grabbed my True and Luscious Lucky Glow palette. I love this palette so much. It is so pretty. It has 2 bronzers in it, 3 highlighters, and a blush. To put on some bronzer. And I like to kind of stipple my bronzer on first. Or that's what I've been enjoying lately. And then buffing it out. And look at how shiny my nose is, and I haven't even put on any highlighter yet. It's very luminous. And I like to put a little bronzer on my nose. It looks very pretty, I think. Something else that I've really been enjoying to do lately is using that same brush that has the bronzer on it and dipping that into my blush. And then doing the same thing, just kind of stippling it on and then blending it. I just like the way it applies. And then I'm going to use my Fenty Lavender Setting Powder. No, I'm not. I'm going to use my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray first. And I always like to spray a little bit of that on my beauty blender. Pounce that onto my hand so that it's not so wet. And then use that to press everything into my skin. I'm just lightly tapping. And I did press a little bit harder on the sides of my nose because I have a lot of pores, large pores there. So what do you think? It looks very dewy to me. Somebody decided to finally come cut the grass. So we'll have a little lawnmower music in the background. So I'm just going to dip my brush into that, and then I like to swirl it around in the cap. Normally by now it's really creasing in my forehead. There is just a tiny bit of creasing in the wrinkles on my forehead, but compared to other foundations that I have used, it is minimal. Maria, girl, you might have done turned me on to something here. Why are you introducing me to expensive foundation? This is not drugstore. This is that fancy stuff. I tease her all the time about her fancy makeup. Then I like to go back with my damp sponge just to make sure if I have a hair that I don't have a powdery look. especially if I have not shaved my face, which I just shaved my face today. If you want to know about shaving your face, I'll leave that up in the iCard. I did a video about shaving your face. That's very nice. Very nice. I'm very impressed. I will finish the rest of my makeup and see how long I can actually go wearing this. It's late. It's about 5:30 in the afternoon. So we'll see how long I wear it, and I will come back and give you an update on the wear test and give you my final thoughts. And so this is the final look. I am very impressed with this foundation. I have just a little bit of creasing and a hair here in my laugh lines. Not my labial folds, because I'd rather call them laugh lines. Just a little bit of creasing there. I do not have any creasing around the corner of my mouth or in my chin. Normally I will have some here. Very, very minimal creasing in the lines in my forehead, and normally it will settle in those lines, and there is just a little bit of settling in there. It's not a lot. Normally I have issues here too. It is creasing just a little bit there. There is no creasing around my eyes whatsoever. So I am extremely impressed with this foundation. This is absolutely the best foundation that I have tried so far, and I still have some new products here that I want to try, but as it stands right now, this Estee Lauder is really good, especially for mature skin. I love it. Thank you again, Maria, for sending this to me so that I could try it out. I'm just literally blown away by how good it looks. So there you go. Thank you so much. Oh, I have been wearing this foundation for probably about 6 hours. Now I know that that's not a super long wear test, but for my mature skin, and I have oily skin as well, 6 hours is plenty long for me to know how it's going to perform. Now, of course, it's not a hot day here. It'll be interesting to see how this holds up in the middle of a hot summer, but you know, when you're sweating, especially when you have oily skin, there's not a whole lot that's going to hold up super well to that. But we'll test it out in the middle of summer to see how it does. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me to try out a new to me product. If you're new around here, my name is Leanna. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. It sure would make my day. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscription button and ring that notification bell so that you get notified the next time I upload a new video. And I'd like to remind you that makeup is meant to enhance the natural beauty that you already are. And we are all beautiful at any age. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye-bye. Christopher, this says double wear stay in place makeup. That's not good. Christopher, son, you know, there's only so many makeup tips. I mean, you know, you prime and you moisturize and you cleanse and then you double cleanse and then you put on foundations and powders and bronzers and you make your nose shine and you put on some mascara and you put on some false eyelashes and you do your brows and you just wash, rinse, and repeat. It's the same thing over and over again. So wash, rinse, and repeat. Just, all of the tips that I give you, just do them over and over again. Because maybe I need to find some other tips to give you, like, life. I can give you some great tips about life. I know that you would appreciate me telling you. Right? Mama loves you, boo.